Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of this guide series, and we've done quite a bit of work off screen here.
We are totally running out of iron, so we need to up our production quite a bit.
Yeah, we having some major iron problems because we've added these gear assemblers, which Zuri was working on last time, and we've added production of assembling machines here. You can see there's like no iron getting through, a few every once in a while. And yeah, so we're trying to upgrade this. And it's kind of turns into a chicken and the egg problem. We need more iron, but we don't really have enough iron to upgrade it very well. So we also put in some steel. Now we still need to figure out how to merge it in. It can be a little tricky, but we did set up steel here. This is a nice setup Zuri came up with, where essentially it's just iron and steel created in the same spot and then directly inserted. So it works very well.
Yeah, tell me if you've seen this before, because I'm pretty sure I just made it up on the spot, but if it's existed before, then I'll give credit to whoever needs it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've seen this exact one before. I definitely don't do it this way, but I should be. And here comes another attack. So I think actually this episode, if you want, we might want to go kill that base that those are coming from.
I should probably empty my inventory into a box first. Maybe build some heavy armor. Do we have enough steel for that?
Oh yeah, we should have enough steel. Yeah, I'm going to empty stuff into a box as well. Yeah, so that's a good point. If you're going to go out and go to fight stuff, unless you know that you're like really well equipped, you should probably put at least all your important stuff into a box, because when you die for good. The best you can do is reload and autosave, which, depending how long you have that set for, it could be, 10, 15, 20 minutes or more back, and you don't really want to lose all that stuff. Now, I don't know how big the base is. I wonder if we can do this with just guns, or if we're going to need turrets.
I've got a turret. I could probably set up a couple for backup to give us a retreat spot.
Probably a good idea. Right, so we're both making some heavy armor here. It's quite a large upgrade from this normal armor.
Goodbye handgun. This is the best way to take care of handguns. As soon as I get my submachine gun built, that is.
Oh yeah, this is a really fun way to get rid of stuff.
I think also the other armor set too.
Yeah, probably good. Yes, this has a lot more durability and more resistances.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yep, so if you have stuff you want to get rid of, you can just stick it in a box and shoot it. Definitely works. And I have a turret as well that should probably be enough for backup.
Alright, I'm 90% sure it's down here.
Alrighty.
Almost
Well,
up. There it is. You see it?
oh yeah, I see it. That's actually quite a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. And I've actually made a few piercing rounds. Here you can see that they do more than twice the damage of a regular magazine. So that will help. And you can see Zuri has made some as well and put it in this turret.
Yeah, set up a little fallback position here.
Yep. So we're going to aggro them. And if you hold spacebar down, you will auto-target any enemies that are near you. You can also manually target things if you hold down C. It'll shoot whatever you're pointing at, but for enemies it's a lot better. There's actually a medium worm here, which could get a little tricky.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it outside the range while I'm shooting this spawner. We can roll together to kill it.
Yeah, so these worms, these are the static defenses, and they do a lot of damage. They don't move, obviously.
Yeah, he likes me.
Did you get close to dying at all?
I hear gas mask. Yes.
Yes, yeah. So that worm almost killed Zuri. They're small, medium, and big ones, and they do quite a lot of damage. You're going to want to watch out for them. Pretty decent range as well. And we got some stuff from those bases. These pink things are alien artifacts, and these are used in quite a bit of late game tech, as well as the very last science pack will require these. So you definitely want to pick these up and keep them somewhere, because they're going to be very useful. And if you wait like way too late to go fight anything, you might have a problem getting them, depending how slowly you played. You might not be teched out enough to take on the biters.
Yeah, that's a very bad position to get into.
Oh yeah. So we're just adding a second iron line here, because you can see we're still. It is actually a bit better, but the main reason for that is because currently we're not doing research, and also all these assembling machines, the box is filled up to what we've set it, so those aren't requiring all the iron anymore. In a quick note, in a box here you can see that there are these squares that are colored red. Zuri set this to only have 3 spaces open. You can do this with this little X down here. By clicking this and dragging, you can pretty much cut off spaces from being used however you want, and then you just click it again to clear it. So that's a good way to kind of limit. There's some much better ways later on which we'll go into, but for now that works pretty well.
The mantra pretty much will be now, though, is we just need a bigger base. So we'll just keep building a bigger base.
Oh yeah, definitely. Always need a bigger base. So yeah, you can scale up. You can scale up a lot in Factorio. I mean, it does eventually get to a point, as Zuri will know, where you do get some pretty big performance hits, but that is a very, very long way down the road.
That's hundreds of hours down of gameplay. Yeah. It's hard to get there, really hard to get there.
Yeah, I mean, if you have even a somewhat decent computer, for Factorio is extremely well optimized. So, I mean, you can just, I mean, it's just like Zuri said, it's hundreds of hours, like unimaginably huge bases with massive train networks and stuff to really notice a big performance hit. So I wonder if there's going to be enough iron for both of these. Or, I mean iron ore. I kind of don't think so, but maybe.
Yeah, we're a little short on miners.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, so here's something with underground belts. You can start them like right in front of something, like another belt, and it will still go underground. So you can see I'm putting it right in front of the splitter. It will not connect to the splitter, even though it looks like it might, since it's going underground. It's just a good thing to note that you can still do that, and it's going to completely just avoid the splitter and go underground to here.
And with adding splitters before and after, you can make sure it's balanced. So it takes evenly from both sides, or both smelters.
Yeah, extremely good point, as you can see what he just did there. Yeah, so this is essentially just balancing our two lines to make sure both smelters are being used evenly and such.
And there's another way to do it too. This is what I call the inside cut. When
Okay.
you go through itself, it stays within its own footprint. But you can move this to the other lane. These two function identically. It's just one of them has it positioned upward so it doesn't stick out. Personally, I think the one on the left here is prettier.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it fits within its own footprint.
Right. Yeah, so definitely a good point you touched on. Is you can do this either way. It is good to do it, otherwise you're going to end up with things being very unbalanced, and that can cause some problems. So now we just bring this line down, and we'll use it where we need it. Obviously, right now everything's backed up because we're not really doing anything, and all the things we were building, the chests have filled up. And we did actually expand power off screen to 10 engines, but we're actually pretty much maxed out again now that science has kicked in. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more here, and I'm just going to copy this. So again, we have 14 boilers here total, fed by one pump, and they're going into 10 steam engines for the most optimal ratio. And I'm just going to build 10 more. We've done 5 here side by side, simply because we can't fit 10 in a row. You can certainly do 10 in a row if you want.
And we may need to build that elsewhere, maybe on the south side of that lake, so we can go down all the full 10.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, because this is gonna get big really fast doing these 5x5. If we build it over here, yeah, maybe actually off like to this east a little bit. If we go directly south, it's gonna be in the way of our bus. For now, I'm just going to do a very quick 5 here just to last us. And then we can move it a little bit later. But we are having some major power issues. So, and again, just going to use burner inserters.
I'll be working on the grade A spaghetti we have going on down here.
Yeah, so yeah, here comes a scouting party. So yeah, we've made a very nice spaghetti factory here. Now there used to actually be a time in Factorio not super long ago where the spaghetti stuff could actually be pretty detrimental because I know this isn't relevant now, but just some history is that the corners on belts used to actually slow down throughput, and you would have to make up for it. You would have to put a faster level belt on every single corner, which got pretty annoying pretty fast. It's obviously fixed now, but it was kind of funny way back when how that worked.
And you had to worry about specific types of corners, and the belt designs just got huge. Yeah, I'm well aware of those.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you are. Yep, so Zuri's just expanding circuits even more. Right this minute we don't need them, but it definitely doesn't hurt to do it.
Yeah, lesson learned. You plan for the future. Don't get caught with your pants down, or however that saying goes.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it goes either, but definitely. I think, yeah. I mean that's a very good thing to just go over again. I know I mentioned it, but it can't be stressed enough that probably one of the biggest things to learn in Factorio to improve and just make it easier for yourself is to build for expandability, because as Zuri just said, if you don't and you're caught with your pants down, you're going to end up like all crunched in here in your base, and you're going to have to either redo a ton of stuff or just like start a new base or just suffice with the very little production that you have.
And that sucks when you're sitting there waiting for something to build or construct or a box to fill up or something. That's the worst. I hate it.
Yep, I'm right there with you. It's pretty bad, especially when you have like no way out. If you haven't planned, you're just like, well, crap, I'd have to tear up my entire base just to fix this one thing. Let's see, okay.
Oh, we have medium poles now. Thank you.
Oh god, yes. This is so nice because these medium poles, there's 3 different power poles in the games. These ones we've been using, they have a supply range of 5x5, as you can see here by the little blue area. These other ones are 7x7, which make things so much easier because a lot of times there's just stuff that the small ones barely don't reach, and you have to put another one, and it gets really messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see the difference right here that Zuri only needed Zuri only really needed 4 power poles here to cover this whole thing, opposed to all the ones like 5 that we used on each side here. So there's a big difference.
And you can put just about as many underground as you can under a single square. They don't intersect underground. You probably should take care of it.
Oh yeah, very nice. I've never actually done it that way. What did they kill?
Nothing.
Oh, I went for a radar, but oh yeah. So I guess that's actually something good to go over really quick if you want to, about what things the enemies will prioritize to attack.
First of all, they send out scouting parties to find a new base, unless their base is already in a pollution zone, and our radar just barely uncovered a base in a pollution zone.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to take care of that too here shortly. But yeah, they'll send scouting parties. If the scouting parties hit pollution, they start following the gradient of the pollution, if you know that math term. So they just go towards whatever direction the pollution is higher, and they keep heading that way until they hit the center. Some things will distract them, and they'll turn away from their pollution seeking to attack it. Players and military buildings are the two things that they do that to, and they consider radars a military building, so they will definitely go out of their way if they get within any kind of range of it. I think 50 squares is the aggro range. I might be wrong. So if they get within a certain distance of the radar, they will just chase it down, according to them, and kill it, chew it.
Just eat it.
They love eating radars. Like, it's silly. You lose so many radars that are just randomly positioned.
Oh yeah, I mean it's pretty ridiculous. So definitely defend your radars if you want to keep them at all, because they are just hungry for those things. And let's see here. We're actually at about 20 minutes, so we might want to wrap it up here in a second. And yeah, so now we just need to get iron going to this, and we're good to go. Oh, you did copper instead. Oopsie.
That's an easy fix, though.
Yeah. Yep, so you can see we're just splitting this again so things get used evenly, and we have a very nice looking layout except for these little power poles that we'll have to replace at some point.
Yeah, we'll clean it off camera.
Yeah, exactly. And there you go. I think this is probably a good place to stop. We have two things of iron going. We got steel, which we'll have to merge in, and we are well on the way to some higher technology for sure. And
good times.
Oh yeah. I believe that'll be it. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or anything, leave them down in the comments. And until next time, we will catch you later.